Cindy's sessions were awesome. It was kind of funny because like when we started doing sessions with Cindy, we were doing it individually, so separately, and it's kind of like one or two topics in the first lot of sessions, and lots of garbage and things got shifted. But as we were getting towards the end, we started doing them together, and we were finding that the amount we'd fit into one session with the two of us would be equivalent to 5 or 6 sessions that we would have done one-on-one at the start. And so we'd come with our list, and that would be done in 15 minutes, and then we would go into all this other stuff, which was pretty cool. But the best thing was actually overlaying that with the program, because that allowed us to accelerate through things within the program as well.
So we felt like we had personal attention at the time when we were going through major change, so we could work through that, accelerate it, get our confidence up, because Cindy would throw it back on us and say, well, what do you think, or where do you think you're at? And that's when we could say, and she's spot on.
What I would say to Cindy is thanks for giving me hope, because I remember that day, I remember that session, and I wasn't in a good place. But when that session was over, I knew I'd made the right choice in this course, and I knew that this was definitely going to change me, and she gave me hope.
After my first coaching session with Cindy, I could literally feel my money space changing. Like wherever in the universe it was already shifting and transmuting and heading my way. I started working with Cindy in 2013. And I believe I've had 4, maybe 5 sessions with her in a year and a half. And I've doubled my income since then. And I did okay before I started working with her, but there were hooks into the money, and it's changed so drastically. And the love space has changed so drastically. And also the being able to love what I do and invite clients that I love working with and get to have joy in working every day. That's all come in since I found this whole team, since I found Christie's work, and since I got the one-on-one coachings. And I'm really grateful and happy.
If Cindy was here, I'd say, again, a big, big thank you. Your words and your insight were so helpful, and just helping me become aware of the different things that were influencing me and that I wasn't even aware of has been huge. And I'm still working on letting everything go. I think we always will be, but thank you for opening my eyes.
Working with Cindy has been one of the really amazing things that I've given myself in this lifetime. I started working with her, and what working with her has been is a gentle, smooth, subtle, amazing gradient that just kind of brought me up 5 or 6 or 7 levels within all the time that I worked with her. And what it did was bring fun into my life, bring laughter into my life. I was able to solve a lot of issues with my family and get super connected to my kids and my husband and stay married. Oh, Cindy, I just thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and your loving care of me and the way you've gently moved me up from level to level to level and just blown my world away and guided me how to take action and where to clear and given me amazing homework that's made 100% difference in my life.
I had a session with Cindy, and one of the areas in my life that I had been working on was with my oldest daughter, who was really, really struggling with school and struggling with reading. And my husband and I were trying desperately hard to figure out what was going on, trying to get her a diagnosis, attempting to work with her with additional help. And my husband and I both had sessions with Cindy. And shortly after that, after we both cleared some energy surrounding our oldest daughter, about a month went by, or a month or two in the summer, and when she got back to school in September, she started to read grade-level material. And we hadn't done anything different. We hadn't gotten her a special tutor. We hadn't done anything different. And suddenly, just by clearing the energy around her and allowing her to just blossom and take away limitations, it just stepped up on its own. And it was amazing. And aside from that, as an extra bonus, I I took a new job and was granted a very large bump in my income for no particular reason other than seeing my potential. So there were so many facets, and I highly, highly recommend it. It was amazing.
Cindy, thank you so much for your help with my little guy. I'm really thankful. It was a big change in our lives. You helped me to find how to guide my kid through life, and I'm really thankful for that.
Thank you so much for sharing this. My life has totally changed. Game changer. I'm back. I've got my healthy, energetic, fun-loving self back, and it's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. Thank you so much.
So I'll share about my first one-on-one session because it stands out the most. Because it was so shocking, I was about 2 minutes in, and it was the first time I connected to the light in this way. I had done it before, but never in this expansive way throughout the whole world. And within 2 minutes, my phone started ringing, and it was distracting me, and I was telling it to be quiet, like I wanted to focus. And after the session, when I checked my phone, I had a message from a guy I hadn't heard from in over a year, and I had talked to for maybe 15 minutes of my whole life. And he placed an order for $4,000 in merchandise. And it was my first session. And it kind of just got better from there. And I can really testify that with every single coach I've worked with, there's always been some sort of drastic shift. So if you're thinking about it, I highly recommend it. The synchronicities and the miracles come, and they come quickly.